Good morning. Hello, everyone. It's my great pleasure to present my recent work, CartoAgent, a multimodal, large language model-powered multi-agent cartographic framework. Specifically, today I would like to demonstrate its applications in map style transfer and evaluation. I'm Yuhao. I'm currently directing the GISense lab at the University of Texas at Austin, and I previously published several works on AI for cartography. As we all know that maps, when we talk about maps, it combines at least two aspects, including the scientific aspects and the aesthetic aspects. So when we talk about the scientific aspects, so the goal for this aspect is how can we accurately present the geographic information. And on the other side, this is why I always enjoyed seeing those maps presented at the NACIS conference, because you, as cartographers, can create some very visually appealing maps. So for artistic aspect, we think that it condenses cartographers' creativity, innovation, and perception and experience. So the emergence of AI traditionally can support the scientific aspect to create accurate maps. But now it even offers some suggestions or can even empower our artistic aspect of maps. Previously, I have published a paper on cartography and geographic information science, summarized several cartographic design decisions, as well as a series of maps, as well as a series of AI algorithms to empower cartography. And we all know that in the past several years, there are a lot of cutting-edge generative AI algorithms. For instance, you must be familiar with the text-to-text models, such as ChatGPT, which you can communicate with the AI. Like you can even ask, what is cartography? And such kind of models can give you some outputs. So this is text-to-text. But on the other hand, there is another type of algorithm called the text-to-image algorithms. So for these algorithms, if you input some text, it can generate some images. So look at this graphics created by Midjourney by Stable Diffusion. And beyond these two types of algorithms, another cutting-edge algorithm called agent, which can combine both text-to-text algorithms as well as text-to-image algorithm together to automating some tasks, and they are called the agent. So these three types of algorithm, they all have potentials to empower different geographic and cartographic tasks. And you may ask, can AI generate maps? I believe some of you may have already tried that. For instance, like here are some maps created by AI, but as you can see, they also pose some ethical concerns, such as inaccurate or misleading information. So probably we cannot use them. They cannot meet the standard by cartographers. So like generative AI may create inaccurate maps. So look at this. This is Louisville, and I asked a prompt to please help me generate a map of Louisville. And look at these two images. So these two maps are generated by AI. Can you identify some errors? Can you identify some potential mistakes? Anyone would like to share? Yeah, go ahead.
Creating an entire new river out of thin air?
Yes. As you can see, it can. The entire new river, right? The entire new river, yes. So as you can see, if we use AI to generate the maps, it may generate some counterintuitive color choices and may generate some there are some hallucinations, right? So also there are some cutting-edge AI algorithms recently have been developed. For instance, one notable example is called MapGPT by researchers from China. And as you can see, it's similar to ChatGPT. If you input some prompts, if you input some text, it can step-by-step to generate some maps. However, as cartographers, are you satisfied with these maps? At least I think there is still some room for improvement, because the large language models simply adjust the visual variables according to the user instructions, and the artistic aspects, the artistic side of cartography has been overlooked. So as you can see, on the one hand, if we use generative AI directly generate maps, there might be some issues, there might be some errors. But on the other hand, if we use text-to-text models, the artistic side has been overlooked. So here is our question. Can we generate accurate and visually appealing maps? Is it possible to develop a novel generative AI that efficiently and automatically generate visually appealing maps while preserving both geographic accuracy and informativeness? So to solve this problem, we propose CartoAgent, a multi-large language model powered multi-agent system for map making to generate accurate, informative, and visually appealing maps. So the general idea, the principle is the data style separation. Like we develop multiple agents. These multiple agents can be treated as different large language models. Some are responsible for some like data management. Some are responsible for the style development. So by doing so, it's possible that we can generate both accurate and visually appealing maps. So think about, as cartographers, how can we develop visually appealing maps? We sometimes rely on the style sheets, or for each time when you adjust the styles, the software like ArcGIS Pro and other software can actually generate some style sheets. And the large language models now can understand the meanings of those texts, so it is possible to process the style sheets. So if we can ask the large language model to process the style sheets to improve the style sheets, then it just improves the style but not manipulate, but not generate the inaccurate geographic data. So here is the framework of our large language model-based CartoAgent. As you can see, it has multiple steps and have 5 agents: an image appreciator, a style sheet designer, an icon designer, a file implementer, and finally a map reviewer. So it's actually 5 large language models, 5 AI models, but they can work collaboratively together. Each one is responsible for one task, and finally they can collaborate to generate a map. So here I take the map style transfer and evaluation as an example to demonstrate how CartoAgent could transfer a map style from an existing map to another unstyled map. So the experiment setting is like this. So here we are curious, can we transfer the style of the inspiration source, this famous sunflowers painting, can we transfer its style to the map data? This is on the map box. So the first question, the first prompt, the first agent is called image appreciator. It can analyze the images, the sunflower images. So look at this. It can extract different colors, right? It can extract different colors and the general styles. After that, the second agent is called style sheet designer, which can, based on the image styles, it can generate the style sheets. It can edit the style sheets. Of the input map data. After that, we have another agent can generate icons. So here is the styled maps. Here is the generated styled maps. So we try to transfer the style of sunflowers to the map. However, it seems that as cartographers, are you satisfied with this at the current stage? Probably not. So we later developed another agent called map reviewer to simulate, like similar to map critique, how cartographers map critique the maps, right? To give it some feedbacks to keep improving the maps. Like we ask whether it is informative, whether it is beautiful, and how to improve the visual variables. And after multiple rounds of evaluation, finally we generate this as a final outcome. Which is a final outcome. We believe it successfully transfer the map styles from the inspiration source, the sunflowers, to this map data without editing, without generating inaccurate geographic data. So here are a few map style transfer results. On the left side, those are some inspiration resources, and on the right side, the two columns, we demonstrate the results, like we transfer the map styles using our CartoAgent after evaluations to generate these different maps. So this is our work. It's a collaborative work with Chenglong Wang, who is currently a master's student at Peking University. And you probably want to, our paper has been published on International Journal of Geographic Information Science. And you're probably curious, if you want to customize your own inspiration source and your map data, can you use this? We also openly available. We also created GitHub openly available. So this is openly available. And I'm currently teaching a cartography class at the University of Texas at Austin. I developed a new curriculum, which was pretty new. Nobody has created cartography class at least in the past 10 years. And I also integrated this in my teaching materials. So in the future, if you want to try AI for cartography, if you want to see some examples, feel free to check this GitHub repository. And I recently, another paper is another envisioning paper, envisioning generative AI for cartography and map making, is now under review. So if you have interest in this work, we also provide some technical foundations as well as potential tasks to benefit cartographic tasks in this paper. So it's already on preprint platform, so feel free to read this. Yeah, finally, as I previously mentioned, I launched the new class at the University of Texas at Austin. Finally, I just want to showcase some of my students' great work, such as the Nebraska tourism map, a story map, a proportional symbol map, and another choroplast map. Okay, that's all for my presentation. Thank you. Yes, anything that can be stored as style sheet, you can try that. We actually tested both Mapbox as well as QGIS. So as long as you have the map style sheet, then you can run that. But it seems that ArcGIS map style sheet is not available. But if that's available, then we can also run that. You can also input that into like different ChatGPT or large language models. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's a very good point. Yeah, sometimes AI makes a cartography or makes a practice, makes a task even more complicated. Yeah, I agree. That's true. In our case, it's more like it can support like users who didn't have much cartographic experience to do so. Or like for professionals, we hope at least the AI can support you to solve some basic tasks so that you can focus more of your attention to some more important tasks.